Hello, welcome back to another episode of Leointerviews. Today we have Bill Widmer with us.
Hey, Leo, how's it going, man?
Good, I'm good. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. Tell me a little bit about you.
Yeah, man, where to start? I've been an entrepreneur for about 13 years now. My background's in search engine optimization, so making stuff show up on Google. And I built a travel blog that I ended up selling. And now I currently run a community called the Founders Guild, which helps ADHD entrepreneurs.
Tell me a little bit more about the Founders Guild.
Yeah, so the Founders Guild's a community-owned school with a K, Skool. And it's gone through a name change recently. It used to be called Focus Founders, but I started it about a year and a half ago, and the whole purpose was to help entrepreneurs find an outlet and a place to connect with each other.
What's your biggest challenge and how did you overcome it?
My biggest challenge, that's a tough one. I would say one of my biggest challenges has probably been when I was younger, was in a lot of credit card debt, and it was during a time where I was still in college and didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. And the way that I overcame that was by reading a lot of books and setting a goal for myself and making a little bit of progress every single day towards that goal, and just believing that if I sat down and did the work every day, that it would pay off.
If you think that everyone in this world could change the world by doing one thing, what would it be?
By doing one thing, I would say by committing to something and showing yourself that little tiny steps taken every day over a long period of time gets you there.
When you were scared, what is something that helps you feel brave again?
Oh, that's a good question, Leo. Yeah, I guess when I'm scared, something that helps me feel brave again is having faith that it's going to work out in the end. And when I look back over the things that have happened in my life, my brain points out moments that back that up, that prove that. And every time I go through a hardship, I can see, maybe not while I'm going through it, but eventually I can see why that happened and how it helped me.
If you think, or what's the biggest piece of advice that you could give to someone right now?
Biggest piece of advice? Yeah, I mean, well, one piece of advice that I think would help a lot of people is to learn artificial intelligence and get ready, because it's growing very quickly. And if you're not using it and learning it, then it's going to be disturbed. Yeah, so learning artificial intelligence, just playing around with it, and seeing what it can do.
What do you think is significant? I guess hopefully I said that correctly. But what do you think is so amazing about AI? Like, people say it's good, people say it's bad, probably for obvious reasons that's probably might take over us one day. But what do you think are the cons and pros about AI?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest con is that if you're not careful, it can have access to all of your files and your data and everything on your computer, which that can lead to people hacking and stealing your information and all kinds of stuff. But the pros of it are that if you are careful with it, and the best way to go about it probably is to set it up on its own computer that doesn't have access to any of your important files. And to be fair, I'm not an expert here. This is just, I'm learning it myself as I go, and these are the things that I'm learning. But the pros are that you can do the work of 5 or 10 people by yourself and have
Mm-hmm.
these AI agents running in the background doing stuff. It's like you've got your own marketing team, you've got your own team to hire.
Mm-hmm. Who need like what like who needs people when you have AI? Like who needs a whole work team when you have AI? Sure, AI messes up, which is why humans are a bit better in like not messing up certain things. Yes, we do mess up things, but we don't mess up maybe like as usual as sometimes ChatGPT will, you know?
Hmm. Yeah. Well, humans are still important. It's still
Yeah.
good to have those human to human connections.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is that AI is going to be a lot better at a lot of stuff than we are. And so if you don't learn it, it's going to be a lot more difficult to get a job or to grow a business.
Although I'll tell you one thing, AI is not good at chess. So like, if Elon Musk or like Donald Trump, if you are watching this, maybe you should fix your AIs on chess. I know they're probably not made for that. I know there's I think stockfish made for that, but like you gotta probably upgrade your AIs. But
Mm.
my question for you is, what do you think the best AI is for like new people to AI?
That's another good question, Leo. Um, well, first I'll say there is actually an AI chess playing. I forget the name of it, but and it's beaten a lot of the grandmaster chess players. So
Ah,
I don't know what AI chess board you're using, but there is one out there that's very good.
ah,
And then to answer your question, so the AI that I'm currently using is
mhm,
Claude. Specifically, I'm using Claude Cowork
mhm.
because it has the ability to take over your computer and go
That's
across.
scary.
Yeah,
I
it's
hope it doesn't like you shut down my computer and change my password and lock all my files and my dog away. I don't
yeah,
want that.
that's exactly what people are worried about when it comes to AI. That's why you gotta be careful and not just give it access to everything, you know.
Like if I take a picture of like my dog on an iPhone, upload it as a picture or like PNG like to one of my downloads, I don't want it to delete my 10,000 pictures of my dog. So
Mm,
I think like it's a bit kind of scary. I didn't even know that was a thing to where they made it to where it can access your computer now. That's whoever made Claude, probably Elon Musk, you might have to just step it back a tiny bit. That's I don't know. It's good for work, but just saying, seems a
yeah,
bit scary.
Elon actually made Grok. Grok is Elon's.
Ah,
Claude is made by Anthropic,
oh,
so different
well,
company. I forget who the guy is that headed Anthropic, but yeah.
Mr. Anthropic, if you're watching this, you might want to just tone down the co-work, thing. Just die because it totally won't hack your computer and start a virus and fry your computer's brain. Yep, totally not impending doom.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's why it's good to have it on a separate computer and not give
mhm,
it access to your main one and your main
yeah.
file. So,
What's the biggest piece of financial advice that you could give to someone right now?
biggest piece of financial advice. I would say the best investments I've ever made in my life that have paid off the most are investing in myself. So
Mhm.
buying books and courses and things like that. But also, if you're anything like me, you might invest in some courses and not utilize them, and so you not being a good investment. So invest in yourself, but also have goals and follow through on those things.
Maybe for some people who are looking, like, or who are still searching what they want to do, what their dream is, or maybe if they want to work at McDonald's or Chick-fil-A instead, right? They're still looking on like what they want to become, or their passion is, their dream is. What would you say to them right now?
Mm, I would say that a lot of times action creates motivation. and not the other way around. So if you're having a hard time and you're not sure what to do, the best thing to do is make a decision and just take some action and see what happens afterwards.
So I'm curious, just because I'm actually new to AI as well, so I don't really know too much about it. I don't think I'll be buying the Claude co-work thingy anytime soon. But what would you say the best AI for like new people is? Or for like new people to the whole AI thing?
Yeah. I would say just go on either Notebook LM or Gemini and just start playing around with it. Both of them are free. They're created by Google. And you can have it do all kinds of things. You can literally ask it, say, "Hey Gemini, what can I have you help me with?" And tell it, what your career is, or tell it what your goals are, and it'll give you suggestions.
I've actually never heard of a notebook before. I'm usually used to like Stockfish, ChatGPT, Grok, Claude, Gemini as well, DeepSeek, Chinese version ripoff of ChatGPT, and think that's it. So I've never really heard of Notebook. What is Notebook? Is it kind of like similar to Gemini?
No, it's a totally different. So Gemini is a chatbot, so you can talk to it like a ChatGPT or Grok. Notebook LM is a place where you can upload things and have it read everything that you upload and give you reports on those things, or create slides, or it can even do video now too. So it's a way of, like, let's say you're studying for something in school. You can take your textbook or the articles that you need to read, upload them into Notebook LM, and then have it generate flashcards, or it'll even make its own podcast, and you'll be able to listen to people talk about the material.
Okay, hearing that, we might need to shut down Notebook. I do not want it taking over my position. I'm gonna call 911. I might have a heart attack. Hopefully, my journey don't end too early. AI, human AI pod. I thought it would never take over my job because podcasting is like a one-on-one human. Hopefully it doesn't take over my job. We might be kind of cooked, boiled, fried like a chicken nugget. Hopefully that doesn't happen, guys. And please, you gotta like, subscribe. Please help us because I do not want my job to be taken over by a notebook AI. So please, guys, you guys gotta like, subscribe, turn on notifications as well, so you guys get notified when I make a new video. Anyway, well, as we start to get close to the end of the podcast, we usually move on to some of the last, the biggest, the baddest, the bonus question, whatever you want to call it. Okay, it's pretty hard. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready. Let's do it, Leo.
All right. Are you a Coke or a Pepsi guy?
Am I a Coke or a Pepsi guy? Oh, that's gonna have to be Coke for sure. I'm not much of a soda drinker, but
okay. So I think if I'm correct, sorry if I'm counting anyone else out or making someone else. I think we're up to like 4 or 5 Coke drinkers and like 3 Pepsi. So Coke is still winning the battle. And if you guys watching this video want your opinion to be heard, I'm currently running a poll for Coke versus Pepsi. So you guys can also vote there. It's on my YouTube page. You guys can go check it out. But before I close out, is there maybe a couple words that you'd like to give to my viewers?
Sure, yeah. I mean, we talked a lot about AI in this and the pros and cons and everything. And we also talked about setting goals and making little baby steps towards those goals. And one of the things that stops a lot of people from using any kind of new technology, whether that's AI or just like the internet or social media or whatever, is that it feels overwhelming and it feels like it's too hard. It would take too long to learn. But if you break it down and just take little tiny baby steps every single day over a long period of time, then you'll learn that thing. So my suggestion would be take 10, 15, 20 minutes a day and just play around with the stuff and see what it does and see, it can actually teach you how to use it if you just ask it. So that's my little piece of advice to end this with, Leo.
Oh, well, that's going to be it for today's podcast, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn notifications when you guys subscribe so you guys get notified when I make a new video, because we are so close to hitting 100 subscribers, guys. It would mean everything if we could hit it. We're currently, I think, at 90, 91 right now. If Little Timmy subscribes, we'd be at 91. So, guys, make sure to subscribe and like, and it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you too, Leo. See you around.